Dina, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's got him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State, and they turn it into a defensive score.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game, on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
On the option. Now the toss. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back on the option to give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game,
Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
But watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
High the chains now on second and long. On the option. Got a little space. Gets it past the marker. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it for a big play. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right on target this time. Jumped on top of the pile.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. They get to him as he throws.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on 3rd. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
On the snap, it's Woodson. Got his man quickly. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now on the option. Turning on the Jets. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A great catch and run for 6.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Fires left. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Calls his own number. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up 14 over Marshall. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Here we go.
He leaves it with his back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He wants to take the top off. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Strong, firm tackle.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
He'll set up to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They'll run play action. Scrambling away. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got him in the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Graves. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Going to sling it on second down. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sends it downfield. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return.